This is alternative political analysis, and this video will be on the Memphis Police Department intimidating and spying on Fight for 15 activists. And Fight for 15 is, of course, a campaign for a $15 minimum wage. And the Memphis Police Department has been using a variety of tactics against this legitimate campaign. Surveillance for years, public smear campaigns in local media, photographing and videoing legal protests, and I emphasize legal, not against the law, totally within the confines of the law, threatening arrest and assaulting Fight for 15 activists, and the worst part of it, they have been stalking Fight for 15 activists, and this is a clear breach of the constitutional rights of the Fight for 15 activists. It's a breach of their First Amendment rights. It's a breach of their Fourth Amendment rights. And I hate to be the one to have to point this out, but the Fight for 15 activists are pursuing life, liberty, and happiness. What does that remind you of? And better still, they are trying to create a more perfect union by promoting the general welfare of the people. Where have you heard that before? And given the violent state and government overreach, there is an argument to be made for the Fight for 15 activists utilising their Second Amendment rights. And it should be pointed out that according to the United States Constitution, the government and state representatives are meant to be of the people. 80% of Americans support raising the minimum wage. A majority of independents, a majority of Democrats, and a majority of Republicans all support this. And this is just what's being done by the Memphis Police Department and the big corporations is another example of Dakota Access Pipeline style fascism. It's a merger between the corporate and the state, which Kyle Kalinske of Secular Talk was correct to point out and emphasize. And there were 84 names on the City Hall smear list, and the 84 Fight for 15 activists could not enter City Hall without an armed guard. And the Mid-South Organising Committee is correctly filing a lawsuit against Memphis, and I'll explain to you why it is morally and legally correct. There was a 1978 decree which stated that the local government in Memphis cannot use the local government infrastructure to infringe upon the First Amendment rights of Memphis citizens. So I hope the Mid-South Organising Committee and Fight for 15 are successful in pursuing this legal action. And the sources for the information in this video is an article by Karima Towns in Think Progress, and as I've already referenced, Kyle Kalinske in Secular Talk, and the United States Constitution. And I would recommend that viewers check out Alternative Political Analysis YouTube channel, Facebook page, and blog for more interesting posts and videos on this subject.